Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I'm Evelyn, and if you have, welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my birth control story and why I switched to a natural birth control. It's called Daysy. If you're here for the unboxing of Daysy, you can go ahead and skip to that part of the video. I'm going to put the time code in the description. But for everyone else, I want to go ahead and share with you guys my birth control story just because I know some of you are thinking about your options, and I want to go ahead and share with you what happened with me so you do have some information before making your choice. So for those of you who don't know, I got married back in December. It's now September, so it's been quite a few months, and I got on birth control roughly November, roughly 3 weeks before I got married, because that's a whole nother story. It was definitely kind of rushed, and so I started my birth control 3 weeks before getting married. And for those of you who don't know, I did save myself for marriage, so I had not had sex any time before marriage. So the whole birth control thing was so new to me. I knew nothing. I just knew, yes, condoms exist, use condoms, don't get pregnant. And of course I knew birth control existed, but I didn't really know what it does to your body. I didn't know how crazy it was or what it was really gonna do to me. And so I started birth control, and it was chaotic. It was bad. It was crazy. It messed with my emotions so much. And yes, I know when you're starting birth control, that's normal. But I definitely experienced a lot of anxiety. It drove me crazy. I felt sad all the time, and I dealt with a lot of anxiety attacks. Mind you, before being married, I did have anxiety, but not to the extreme of me having panic and anxiety attacks. I've never had an anxiety attack before. I think only one time in my whole entire life before marriage, I got an anxiety attack. And then I started taking this birth control, and I really quickly noticed how much it was affecting me. I started to question like my marriage. Like I remember feeling all these like doubts, and like it was scary. I can tell that I was definitely feeling these enhanced sadness emotions, and I was getting panic attacks a lot before bed for no apparent reason. I would go to work and I would feel sad to be there, and I would feel panicked, and I would feel stressed and anxious, and there was just days that I had absolutely no reason to feel that way, but I did. And of course, the days that I did naturally feel sad, I felt that those emotions were being enhanced because of the birth control that I was taking, and I hated it. I hated not knowing whether I was feeling sad or anxious because I was feeling that, or because I was taking birth control. So I hated that my body was being altered in this way, and I had absolutely no control, and I felt crazy. So eventually I was like, let me toughen this out, because you know, it could just be because this is a new birth control and that's normal. So I tried to take it for those 3 months. At the end of those 3 months, I couldn't do it anymore. I did not like that birth control. It affected me way too much hormonally, and I had to switch. And I was also in the process of switching doctors because of my insurance, which also really sucked, because then that was a whole mission and a half. And then I got onto a new birth control. So this is second birth control that I'm using with a new doctor. She prescribes me this birth control that I was taking for 2 weeks, and then, well, for a month. I was taking this new birth control for a month. I noticed that it was so much better. I wasn't really feeling anything crazy. But then when I went to the pharmacy to buy or get my next prescription, my next month, they told me that my insurance didn't take it, and that I would have to pay like $200 for it. And I was like, nope. So I had to call my doctor. She had to prescribe me another birth control. So guys, at this point, my body is crazy. I had already stopped taking one birth control out of nowhere. I wasn't on anything for a month, maybe more, because of the whole doctor switch thing, which was just crazy for my body, because your body needs time to either get on a med or get off of meds. And I was just everywhere. My body was everywhere. And so after that whole shebang and mess, I had to get on another birth control. So that is my third like prescription of different kinds of birth control. So I started getting on this one, and I definitely noticed it was a lot better. It was a lot calmer, but I just didn't feel comfortable with the fact that I was altering my body. And I don't like not knowing whether I'm acting a certain way because of a pill that I'm taking, or because this is just the way that I am. And I felt gross. I felt really uncomfortable. I didn't love the fact that I was putting something into my body that I have no idea what it's truly doing to me, because they're all so different and all bodies are so different. And I just did not like this thought. And this whole entire time, this whole like 8 months that I've been like trying birth control, I feel like it was not for me. And of course, I know that birth control will be good for some people. Some people need it to regulate their period or for other reasons, and even for birth control. Some people actually like birth control and it works well and you don't get pregnant. So that's great. But for me, it was just not my favorite thing. I didn't like feeling crazy, and it was just a lot of work with the doctor and the having to pick it up every month, and I just did not like it. So I found out about other methods of birth control, and family planning was definitely not my favorite choice, because you personally would have to track your temperature every morning to see if you're fertile or not. And so I liked the idea of having it natural, but me being in control of that kind of freaked me out a little. I don't trust myself and I don't want to get pregnant right now. So I found out about Daysy through a friend. So Daysy is a natural birth control. It's a device that instead of me having to take my own temperature, I can take the temperature through Daysy. Every single morning, it tracks my temperature and it tells me whether I am fertile or not, whether I can have sex, or whether I have to use protection. And so that's really great because it is an easier way to just do it. You don't have to constantly buy condoms or constantly have to take a pill. And so it's nice, and it's more free than that because it's only like a one-time payment of $300, which yes, it's a little pricey, but if you're only doing it once for the rest of your life, then I think it becomes a lot cheaper than constantly having to pay for either the pills or the condoms. And it's just more secure, in my opinion, than having to alter my body, which is really, really good. And also, Daysy is actually 99.3% accurate. Every single person that has used it says that it works. No one's gotten pregnant yet, so I definitely am really excited to start using it. I still don't know all of the information that I can about this method, but that's why I'm really excited to try it out. And this video isn't really me trying to give you guys information about it, but more I'm going to unbox it for you and share with you my story, and then I'm going to make another video in like 6 months-ish to tell you my experience with me using it, and hopefully have way more information on like how it works and all that stuff, and be able to share with you guys that experience. So if you do have any further questions about the Daysy or natural birth control, don't forget to leave a comment down below, and then in my next video I can go ahead and try to answer all of your questions. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the unboxing for you guys so you can see exactly what the packaging looks like and what the device looks like and all that fun stuff and how it works. Let's go. So this is what the Daysy looks like in its packaging. It's a cute little white box, and it's similar to a journal. All you gotta do is flip it over and it starts to explain the instructions. It says, turn Daysy over. So that's what I'm gonna do. You can see that it does have a battery right here. Then it says, place the battery into the battery compartment without pressing down. So here is the battery. Let's go ahead and do that with the plus sign facing up. Let's see. So there we go, the plus side facing up. Whoop. Turn the page. This is the battery cover of Daysy. Place the cover here. Use a coin to rotate clockwise until the cover locks in place. A small amount of pressure may be necessary. So here's a little case. You place it with little dots and apply pressure, and then just turn it into place. Looks good. Turn Daysy over. There we go. It's super cute. I really love like the look of Daysy. It's super like clean and minimal. Activate Daysy by pressing the activation button. The activation ring will light up briefly. Daysy turns off automatically. So I guess turning it on is just by pressing this. Oh, there you go. How exciting, it's working. And then these are the fertility indicators, which are the colors right here. So it says the red indicator. Red days are when to plan for a baby. Red, blinking prediction day of ovulation. So if it's red, it means use protection if you are having sex, or just do not have it at all. The green indicator means infertile. These are the days where it's safe to have sex and you will not get pregnant. The yellow indicator means that it's still learning your cycle, so it's not fertile or not, like it's just not sure. So you just have to kind of use protection until it's either red or green. So then it says, take Daisy out. When Daisy is finished with the measurement, she will beep twice. Daisy will now display your fertility status. So pretty much what happens now is that every single morning you will take this and take your temperature with taking it out like this. Boop, pop it out. And then it's like a little thermometer. You take your temperature every morning, and like you guys saw, it will indicate right here whether or not it is safe to have sex or not, which is really cool. So this says menstruation. The violet indicator will blink when Daisy thinks your menstruation is about to start. To confirm menstruation, press and hold the activation button until the violet light remains illuminated. So this way it can track your menstruation and it'll be more accurate. And Daysy has an app as well, which you can connect all the information using this wire, and then that way you can physically see on your app your days that you are fertile or not, and then days you are menstruating, which is really cool. You get to keep track of your own body with the app that is for Daysy, and you can download it in the App Store. Now you know Daysy's more important functions. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It explains to you everything you need to know in this cute little booklet. Now you can just take out Daysy from its packaging, whoop, whoop, which is really exciting. And then it just comes with more instructions, and this is a way to contact customer service in case you need them. So that was it. So that was it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. And I'm really excited to share with you guys my experience with Daysy. I'm going to make another video in roughly 6 months so you guys know kind of like if I liked it or not, or how it works, and answer any further questions that you guys have. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on this video. And if you guys are interested, you can follow me on all my social media, and I will link that down below as well. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Bye! Ugh. Alright, well, I don't even know. I feel like I break everything. Plus side facing up. Okay. So let's see. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this, guys. Oh God. Oh.